OnlyFans models are regretting life as the money dries up by Top Boogie Podcast. Let's get straight into it.
The craziest thing I done seen is when girls gotta fail OF and they gotta have a buy one get one free sale on digital ass and coochie.
That's why starting an OnlyFans.
I ain't gonna lie, I done seen this happen before. I done seen a girl I knew from high school, whoop de whoop, couple years down the line. I look at her Instagram with the whoop, you know, you see that little link tree. Nowadays, when you see that link tree, you don't know what you're gonna get. You might see a YouTube, Twitch, I think the OnlyFans. You be like, whoa, or I think they got some other thing called, I've seen some girls had it called fans. It's basically like another version of OnlyFans. But you just never know. You'll never know what you might see. And then they'll be selling all the stuff you probably was thinking about back then for $5 that month, 10 or whatever. Or some might want to price it all the way up out the wazoo. But that just goes to show a lot of people done tried this, but it doesn't work for a lot of people. Now you might see those. Look, matter of fact, I ain't even gonna get too deep in it. We're not even 10 seconds in. I'm gonna let the video play a little bit.
Was the worst decision I made in my life.
See, in every failure,
we already started off with one of them saying that's the worst decision she ever made in her life. Because once you put it out there, you're locked. It ain't no going back. Even if you put it behind that paywall, somebody gonna come on. But I know dudes like this. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's not they just doing they playing the game how you playing the game. It's people like that. They'll buy it, screenshot it, screen record it, and now it's out there forever. Once it's on somebody's phone, it ain't no erasing it from there. You know what I'm saying? It's done. It's done. You might be trying to move on in life. Nah, somebody gonna be right there to remind you. No, ma'am. I need you to remember this. Like,
there's a lesson. So usually I encourage people to try new things, fail, try again, find out what's for you. Like, for instance, if you're bad at playing the piano, but you tried, play the saxophone. If you're bad at playing basketball, play football. You're bad at rapping, sing. You know what I mean? Just try something new, because you don't find out what's for you until you try. But some things that you try, it's not that easy to come back from after you fail. Like,
right.
If you're an adult entertainer, like just on the weekends, but it's really a failing career, so you trying to make it like a side gig,
right?
Yeah, you can't just do that and act like, yeah, I just do that. No, that's the main thing you do. All right? Certain things can't be a side gig. You can't be putting it out there on the side. But let's talk about the failed OnlyFans models that never make it out the hood.
The craziest thing I done seen is when girls gotta fail OF and they gotta have a buy one get one free sale on digital ass and coochie. You should have just kept your 9 to 5. That shit is online forever. Having 70% off, 60% off, buy one get one free on OF is diabolical behavior. This is not a fucking grocery store. This is not a retail store. That is your fucking body. What the hell is wrong with you? Having a failed OF is like having a failed rap career. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas never gonna forget. We never gonna.
It's not the same as a failed rap career, but I do get what he's trying to say. As in, like, that's something you got to put yourself so far out there with rap if you really want to make it. That if it fails, it's clear as day. Like, it ain't no acting like that didn't happen. So I do get that, but to me, I'd rather having a failed rap career or a singing career or being an artist and trying to really make it big than OnlyFans. I'd rather that any day. And I definitely would rather that for a woman because, but that'd be, once a dude find out that, a lot of the time they be already like, nah, no ma'am, I cannot take you seriously.
Forget that you was trying to rap. You know what I'm saying? We never gonna forget that. We never gonna forget that you was trying to be a bop and trying to get paid for it. Like, for the love of God, it's so much risk in that. It's so much risk. And if you have a failed OF, oh, you really down bad. You mean to tell me that you were busting your shit online and nobody bought that shit? Over with. Bitch, you are done for. It's like, over with. For the love of God, keep your 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Keep your job. Just stay out the way of that industry, man. Motherfucker be lying to you, G. They be lying to y'all, man.
That brother ain't lie at all. Like, imagine
Facts.
how humbling that gotta be. Like, you sitting there giving yourself a pep talk in the mirror right before you create your account. Like, girl, you are a queen. You have a gem. You are the prize. And the prize is between your legs. These brothers gonna pay. Then you list your body to be seen for $4.99. Same price as a Big Mac. You go ahead and post up your body. You put it up there and you just assume this is the moment that we getting out the hood. You walk away from your phone. You come back and you have 2 likes. Knowing damn well you got 5,000 to 10,000 followers. Imagine that. That gotta be a different level of humbleness. Humble pie that you got to bite. Because for you to tell yourself that you the
That's
prize,
definitely a humbling
and people
process.
are more willing to buy Big Macs
I can only
than
imagine.
they are to see you boneless naked. You know what I mean?
Unless they full, unless they already ate, they laying down in bed, it's late at night. You know, with a certain circumstance, you might be able to get somebody. You might be able to get somebody, but if they starving, they hungry, they down to their last $10, and they not about to just throw 5 on you and throw 5 on a burger and not have nothing. They need to keep one of those 5s, and the other 5 got to go somewhere else. They probably gonna go get that food. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's sad.
I would. I would. I'm getting my food.
That's sad. You're putting all your goodies out there and they still don't want to see that. What does that now say about you? I just want to know. After you fail, what does that say about you? See, this is the thing. A lot of us talk about the OnlyFans models that are making $100,000, $1 million in a month, you know, crazy stuff. But what happened to all the other millions that's trying to, you know, reach the top, that they just putting their body out there, exploiting themselves, and they not getting nowhere? They still working at Dollar General trying to make ends meet. Meanwhile, the manager and the other employees in the back room like, have you seen Brenda? She got her leg up tonight. The leg was up. That's what I want to know. Where they
got
at?
the
Where
leg
failed
up
stories
tonight.
at?
Yo, what happened to all them girls that started OnlyFans in like 2020 and 2021? Are y'all still trying? Because like a lot of y'all failed. I don't know. I just remember so many girls from my high school starting OnlyFans like as soon as they turned 18 and graduated.
That's
And it's like
crazy.
they didn't even give life a chance. They just straight to OnlyFans. And it don't seem like any of them are millionaires now. So I think it's safe to say that this was a common occurrence that happened with a lot of people in a lot of different schools. So I'm just thinking, like, do y'all just have like regular 9-to-5s now and just try to forget about the whole OnlyFans thing and act like it didn't happen? Or does it haunt you that there was a time in your life where people could literally pay $5 a month and have like access to like everything about you? For those of you that did make it though, when you making big money now, props to you. But for the ones that ain't make it, what's life like
It
now?
ain't
'Cause
many.
now it feels like, I don't know, it feels like your dignity's gone and it's like you try to put yourself out there in the world for everybody to get and nobody even wanted
That's
it.
a
And
fact.
now you're just like, yeah, you lost all respect and dignity and you didn't even get no bread for it.
Facts. And if you try to talk to one of those girls now, you try to bring that up, it's about to be a whole argument. It's about to be this. It's about to be that. They about to be throwing all type of shots at you, trying to shame you, trying to guilt trip you, trying to make you feel bad for them. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You going to have to hold that. You going to have to hold that. And it's all right. It's all right. It's all right to try it. You tried and you failed. But that doesn't take away from the consequences that you got to face now. It's just what it is. I ain't make these rules up. I did not make it up. There's certain things I might want to go do. I know though, if I do them and if I fail, I might have to deal with the repercussions of somebody saying something about it. I'm trying to grow this channel, for an example. I mean, this not the first time I didn't grow or whatever, but say for it don't work out, no matter how long or whatever we'll do. That's the risk I take. That somebody might say, "Oh yeah, but you did." I'm okay with that. Because I'm okay with having this on my conscience. But if it was a OnlyFans and whoop-de-whoop, especially if I'm, man, nah. Nah, that's going to be hard to live with. That's going to be hard to live with.
I don't know, it just seems like a really sad place to be. Especially because they're like the Forex people, because they did the same thing, just with money.
I love how he brought up the Forex people, because at one point, everybody...
Facts, I was one of those. I'm not going to lie. That was about money, and I was seeing stars. I was seeing stalls. I was trying to make it happen. I was trying to get to it. I definitely was one of those people when it came to the Forex people.
In Forex swore that you was gonna be a millionaire if you joined underneath them. And then I would always look at them like, but why you not a millionaire? Why you don't look like you know any millionaires?
Right.
Why I gotta join and then get more people to join? Do I gotta lie and tell them that it was just a whole pyramid scheme if you ask me? But anyways, back to the OF.
And that's before I even knew what that was. But I can't make excuses on that. I have to look at the situation like, hey, it happened. I tried it. I got somewhere. It didn't work out in the long run. It didn't work out in the long run at all. I learned certain skills, but those skills didn't necessarily wasn't the whole shibata bean. So yeah, that's something I gotta live with. The same way the OnlyFans models gotta live with trying to make an OnlyFans, and now they stuff out there forever.
Failures. Listen, you can fail at a music career. Like if you're bad at putting words on a beat, I mean, some people can understand that's a hard thing to do. Everybody can't be Drake, everybody can't be Kendrick, right? But if you fail at putting all your holes online, you never know now after you delete your accounts who got access and got screenshots of all your holes. Now, I mean, you in the line in the grocery store and the man behind you like, you know, he got a screenshot. One of his friends sent it to him from WhatsApp. See, that's the thing, ladies. Y'all be putting yourself out there on OnlyFans, and you think that's the only place you gonna be. There's so many other places that these videos go. One person gonna buy it and give it to everybody for free. All right, that's how the shit go. So while you thinking, oh, I'll just deactivate my account when I don't want to do it no more. Now, little Turner or little Timmy, you know, your son, he grows up, he's in school, now he getting bullied. Why? Because mama's booty is going viral throughout the school.
Because mama's booty.
And the worst part about it all is that little Timmy can't even be like, at least I'm going home in a Rolls Royce. No, he going home in a Toyota Camry.
Same that.
Now, I ain't saying nothing's wrong with Toyota Camry. If
Right.
you showing
Nothing
all
wrong
your
with it.
holes, if you showing the areola and some more shit, is what I'm saying, you need to at least be riding home in a Jeep Wrangler. But are y'all even thinking about your kids? I just want to know. See, y'all so stuck on the success stories, but what about the failing stories? What about the people that regret starting their OnlyFans? You ever listen to their stories? Probably not. So if you haven't heard one, here's one right here.
Here's why starting an OnlyFans was the worst decision I made in my life.
Okay.
Did not realize that I was literally selling parts of my soul and the money could have never made it worth it. I just wish that someone would have warned me and told me that I was going to be later experiencing PTSD from the sexual trauma and the experiences that I was subjecting myself to on a daily basis. Did not know that I would later need to be in trauma counseling. It brought me into way darker places than I ever could have imagined, and I never want to go back there. I wish I could go back in time to who I was before I started doing all that stuff and just tell myself that the money is not worth it. Keep your happiness. And that's all I want to tell any girl who's thinking about starting an account. I just hope I can save even just one girl from going through the pain and the trauma.
Hey, listen to her. Listen to her. Hey, I'm right there with her then. Hey, listen to her, please. Please, please, please. We need less of this. We need less of this. The less of it that's out there, then maybe the less men we can get to be out here buying OnlyFans. Then maybe the less just, hopefully we can fix the whole doggone thing, the whole thing, one by one though, slowly. I don't know if we'll be able to get it done in my lifetime, but we gotta start somewhere, bruh. We gotta start somewhere.
But that I am now going through because I subjected myself to that for the last couple years.
So imagine having all of that regret or just off of having an OnlyFans. And I mean, her OnlyFans may have been successful. She may have been getting a lot of love, some good money, all that. But imagine having all that regret with just the simple fact you put yourself out there mixed with you put yourself out there for $5 and motherfuckers wasn't willing to buy. Like, that's a whole different level of regret. Now, where you're like, oh, you know, the gem, I am the prize, it's between my legs. No, you can't say that no more. You can't walk around these streets lying to men talking about
that's delusional in the first place. But if you actually do that, and then it fails, you can't say, you can't even fathom that thought no more. No, the world has told you So you can't be, you know how some people like, yeah, if I really try hard though, I really could go woody whoop. I can go do this. If I really want to get all these, I can do. Hey, if you actually try and you actually put all your effort towards it, and you and it don't work, that is truly a humbling process. You got to understand at that point now, you cannot say that no more till you make a complete 360. And even then, because I don't know, the market gonna decide.
No, you're not. People wasn't willing to pay $5 for that. All right, $5. You put it on the market for $5. And ladies, if you ever wondered, well, why wouldn't fellas want to just buy it for $5? You know, they'll take ladies out on a date and, you know, they'll go through all of these hurdles just to get some ass. Why they not paying $5 if I create an OnlyFans, right? You're probably asking yourself that. Maybe not, but I'm going to answer anyways. Right. The reason why is because once a man sees that you valued yourself for $20, for $5, for $50, right? It's like, damn, it just costs $5 to see your ass? That's it? All I gotta do is click a couple buttons on my phone and I get to, boom, your ass. I ain't gotta talk to you. I ain't gotta get to know you. I ain't gotta take you out. A man loves a hunt. Ladies, the best thing you could ever do is leave something to the imagination. But if the imagination is only being stopped by a $5...
He ain't lying. He is not lying. It is good to leave something up to the imagination, bro. That is a fact. That is a fact. I agree 100%. 100%. And we do look at that a certain way. Once we see you and we know you putting yourself out for a certain amount of money, it's just like, now, I'm not going to lie, that wouldn't take away from a lot of dudes from saying like they would hit. They probably would still crush. But taking you serious, that's so far. You did, when you credited that, taking you serious, bro, it's like Patrick Mahomes, Tom, all the greatest quarterbacks throwing that as far as it possible. As far as gone. No chance. No chance. I don't care what that man said. At that point, he just playing. He saying whatever he got to say. Which I don't blame him. He doing what he got to do. The same way these females, they trying to get bread off the nigga or whoever. You know what I'm saying? By just putting their body out there. They ain't trying to find somebody, be with them and build with them or whatever. So it's just, hey, it's a messed up situation all the way around.
$5 paywall, a man loses interest. Like, this ain't in that damn interesting. I'm gonna pay $5 and I'm gonna just see two butt cheeks standing together. You know what I mean? So, ladies, I'm just telling you, all right? Think about all factors before starting this account. Don't just think, oh, we gonna get out the hood once I put my ass out there. Because what happens if you fail? Can you just come back? No. Because, ladies, you might try to move on. You get your husband, and your husband now comes across your videos. Your $4.99 videos is on Reddit. Or his homeboy said, hey, man, yeah, one of my homeboys sent me this. I'm sending it to you because you my homeboy. Ain't this your girl? Now you sitting there with the I used to do that face. You don't want to be that girl that used to do that. All right? Because some things you can't come back from, because now your guy, he going to be looking at you like, damn, I looked at you as if you have some substance. I looked at you like you had some value. Now I got to look at you like, damn, girl, you only worth $5. And people weren't willing to buy that. Because why are we both working full-time jobs if you was selling ass?
What's the most humbling experience you can think of? Can you imagine starting an OnlyFans and it never takes off? A struggling OnlyFans creator. Depressing. Oh my God, a struggling OnlyFans creator would be rough. Imagine putting your naked body online for the world to see and the world said, nah. We're good. I can assure you sex definitely does sell, just not when it's coming from you. You're supplying zero demand. Imagine having to delete your OnlyFans account, all that salacious content, simply because you haven't yet made enough money to cover your phone bill, and you've been posting on there for 6 months. That would be the same as posting thirst traps but only getting like 15 likes. If you're a thirst trap TikToker and you don't blow after 8 posts, retire fam, hang it up. After post number 8, if that doesn't pop off, hard pivot. Hard pivot. If you start either of those things, you have to be a success. Failure is not an option, bro.
Ladies, save yourself the embarrassment. Don't do it to yourself. All right, become
Hard
a content
pivot.
creator. Content creators
Hard
make a lot of
pivot.
money and they're honest livings. And everybody got their own lane. There's different niches. When it comes to OnlyFans, there's only one thing that sells, and that's booty. All right, booty pics. That's what sells on OnlyFans. All right, so I'm gonna just
Sex
tell
sells.
you, if you want to make some money online, there's so many ways to do it
Facts.
without putting your body out there. Love yourself more and
Whole bunch of ways to get that Wi-Fi money, and you don't have to exploit yourself or put yourself out there to be doing all type of weird and crazy stuff that you know that you probably gonna regret later, or as you mature, you're gonna be looking back and like, dang, I shouldn't have did it, but now it's out there for good because all it takes is one person to screenshot, screen record, and make sure they got and save your stuff, and now it's out there. You locked in. Once you in somebody's phone, they camera roll, it's over. It's over. And that's me being real. It's over.
don't subject yourself to embarrassment for money, because the last thing I'm gonna say in this video is, once you make that money, right, that'll support your life off of your OnlyFans income, right, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna increase how much your life costs because you're making more money. So now you have,
and you really could go about things not doing that, but people that usually do those type of things, they don't understand how to live off the interest of their money and put their money to work or put their money in certain investments. They living off the exact dollar that they earned. They're not letting a dollar make 25 cents and live off 25 cents, or make 75 cents and live off 50 cents of that, so it can then collect it. They don't understand that. So yeah, it's called lifestyle creep. A lot of people allow that to happen when they start getting money. I let that happen when I had first got to a little bit of money before I was financially literate. Which, hey, some people decide to stay like that though. At least based off the statistics and looking at the world today, most people decide to stay like that all the way up until they gone.
to keep up with more videos. So now what happens if one day you just say to yourself, I don't want to do this anymore? Never let money be the main driver. Always have morale in front of money. In other words, you have morals that will not allow
Facts.
you to do certain things. Because if you would do anything for $1, you'll do anything for $1, all right? And then you'll always need
Facts.
more dollars. So you're going to have to do more and more things, breaking down who you are. By the time it's all over, you're going to look in the mirror and be like, yo, who have I become? Because all you've been doing is chasing money.
Facts.
And now you're just a huge embarrassment to
Facts.
yourself and to your family. Especially
Get your stuff together. Don't do no OnlyFans, please. He ain't lying. This whole video is a banger. This a gem. This a gem.
if you fail. But anyways, man, it's been
If y'all like the video, I appreciate everybody that's watching. I see y'all in the next video. Until then, y'all stay blessed. Peace.